Hello, everybody. I'm Eve.
And I'm Liz.
And we have Amy as our guest.
Hello, everybody.
And welcome to the Magnum PI podcast. We have a wonderful topic today, chosen by none other than Liz.
We have the topic of, drumroll, Miggy! And their relationship, both before being considered Miggy and now.
Now that we haven't seen yet.
I mean, the shower scene was pretty indicative.
Steamy, as they say. Steamy.
Yeah. So.
Most importantly, it's not a dream. It's really happening.
It's certainly not a dream. Oh my gosh. How you could get the fandom up in arms about that.
That was quite wicked of the moderator.
Bold move.
But just what they needed to bring.
It worked.
Mm-hmm. I think it worked. I think NBC is really nailing the promos. And you know what? My favorite one is the one where they actually put on there "Join the Ohana." Yes, that's like the best thing. And you've noticed like some of the tweets and things that have been out there from NBC. You'll see what you've seen Megan's, you've seen Miggy, even I think just last season they were mentioning, which episode was it? Help me out here. The name, I believe, 417.
It was the
Evil
one
Walks
with
Softly. Evil Walks Softly, and they mentioned Megan.
It was not 417. That
416,
I would remember if it was
416.
417.
16. Okay.
416, I think, is Evil Walks Softly.
417 is still my favorite episode. I think it's gonna change very soon, though.
Is it 418 your favorite episode?
418. That's the one Jay directed.
Yeah.
It's fucking midnight. Don't quote me on anything right now.
I know. It's like almost bedtime right now. I go to bed between 12 and 1, but that's a long time from now.
I am forced into a routine by something very small.
It's okay. You gotta.
Roll with
it's all in what you like. Roll with there you go. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so we're talking Miggy, right?
Yeah, we are.
All right.
We are.
So what do we do?
We're starting. I think we should start at the beginning.
I was gonna say,
I mean, who hasn't seen it coming since day one?
Yeah. With the shock collars potentially in the lower region.
Yeah, first joke, sexual. Yay!
Yeah.
Season 1, episode 1. Who didn't see it? I mean, it was there.
Plenty of people didn't see it. I don't know how. It was very glaringly obvious to me, but I know that shows are open to interpretation, so I guess some people, and I know that some people will have a different interpretation to this day, even now, but to me it was very obvious.
Yeah.
I was going there.
It was obvious from the beginning, but for me, the big turning point for their relationship as a whole was definitely 119, Blood in the Water. I think that was, like, a huge, like, shift / turning point / we care about each other / we will die for each other. I mean, they would have died for each other before, but that was really the first time where we, like, got to truly see it.
Is it, though?
I don't know. What about, 115? Let me look at my list here. 115 was pretty, she was right there with him.
Yeah.
Let's go even further back. Day of the Viper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say 113 too, but I don't know, like, those moments, like, it seemed more like I'll help you because, like, you're my friend and I have, like, a sense of duty to, like, there was always that feelings, but I feel like 119 was really like, I'm helping you because I care about you, like there was always that element of care before also, but it's like I feel like it's amplified in 119.
I was just about to say, Magnum's speech about her not killing Viper is very, very obviously about him caring about her.
And I feel like it's more about
Yeah.
knowing her. Like it's like
You
that
can
he's
only-
getting her.
I'm sorry, I gotta be mean, but you can only get to that type of knowing when you care about someone. One way or another.
I don't know. I'm looking at the list, and I'm not against the Viper either, because that was very deep. And I mean, he like again, he's right there. They're always right there. But as I look, let me see. I'm looking at the list here. What about 6 paintings in one frame? That was when her friend was killed, right?
That was an episode where she opened up a lot
Yeah.
for the first time, I think, even.
Yeah. I would say.
Mhm.
No, actually, did the one with Henry come before that with the he had Alzheimer's, and she was like, she opened up about her mother. Did that come before 6 painting one frame? I can't remember. I think it
Hang on, I'm
does.
looking.
I think it does. I could be wrong about that though.
Is that the woman who never died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so it is, yes, right
Is it?
before. The Woman Who Never Died is 3. So
Okay.
season 1, episode 3. And then we jump to Day of the Vipers, what, 13?
13.
Yes.
Yeah. Going back to 4, it is still the one episode where something that we all love originates from.
From which episode?
4.
Episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
Season 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 paintings in one frame. Ooh, that's T.R. Bell.
Mm,
No,
that's
came
119.
Yeah,
No,
she came later.
it's hidden. It's a bit hidden. The beer. Sharing the beer.
Oh, yeah.
This is the episode where Magnum brings her a beer and essentially is like, I know you lost your friend. Can I be your friend now?
And then the beer became tradition.
Yeah. That's the first episode with the beer.
6 paintings in one frame. Is it really? Now, see,
Yeah.
I hadn't even seen that.
It is
Brilliant.
it is the emergence of the
beer.
scene where they share a beer at the end.
The hangout with me. Okay. So that essentially kind of started a lot of the ending tags with just the 2 of them,
Mm-hmm.
which, yeah, you know. Okay. So that's good. That's a little nuanced thing. I hadn't even caught of that.
There's a lot of
Hadn't even
it,
caught it.
and there's so much that I'm pretty sure we haven't even caught yet.
For sure.
Oh,
Especially since we're
I
getting
know.
new content, and we can put new context to some stuff. Probably, maybe, I don't know.
I cannot focus on old content when new content keeps coming out. I just can't do it.
Like it's so
hard.
soon too. The episodes are so soon.
I'm
I know.
currently trying to save data, so I have a data plan with only limited data, and I'm pretty sure I will need that on Oahu. So I'm trying to save data, which gets increasingly hard when everybody in their cow ends up sending you links to there's a new Jay interview, there's a new this, there's a new this. I'm like, I'm at work and I can't open it, and you're mean right now.
Oh no. Okay, I'll try to remember that for future reference. Don't send her anything while at work. I try to do morning and evening only. Not everybody succeeds when you're excited, though. You know, you lose focus. That's how it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
get
you
it.
rely on my patience. There's none.
I have 0 patience.
Me too.
I can
0.
be ridiculously patient or not have any at all. There's no in between for me.
I have 0 patience.
Yeah, even standing in line. I want tea. I'm not big on coffee. I'll drink coffee like if I'm driving, it's okay. But you know, when I want my tea and I'm looking at the Starbucks line and there's 450 people there, I'm not really patient, but I really want that tea. So it's give or take, you know, just I
don't have that problem. We don't have
place your
Starbucks
order
here.
and place your order and move on.
Yep.
You know, it's do it and move.
Leave.
And by here, I mean the general area where I'm not living, not Germany in its entirety, but here, down here,
Yeah. Don't worry, I live in a state that I don't like either, but I've been here for 15 years, so.
Yeah, I was born and bred here, so.
Feel that.
Yeah.
I live in the black sheep of Canada.
In the black sheep. That sounds so bad.
Not
The black
really.
sheep.
Also, says the woman who not too long ago had a very interesting conversation with Peter Lankov about the thing that they have in common, aka living in the black sheep.
Well, he doesn't live here anymore. He managed to get out.
Okay, so I don't even know. I don't even know where the black sheep of Canada would be.
Quebec.
I was
Quebec.
where?
French
Quebec.
Canada.
French. Okay, so
French Canada.
yeah, I mean, I've lived in the Midwest in the States. I've lived in the Northeast, and I've lived in the very South.
Oh, by the way, I have to blame you and Peter and Chantal for something.
Okay.
I am bloody craving bagels.
Ah.
Which is so bloody hard because there's no bagels around.
Canadian bagels. Yeah.
Any bagels.
Montreal bagel. There's a
Any at
difference.
this point. I want a bagel.
You want a bagel? You don't have bagels at all? So what's the thing in Germany? Okay. Bagels are, I don't know, donuts are kind of a thing here.
Yeah, you can get plenty of donuts, but getting
Really?
a bagel is like, at least down here, getting a bagel is like
And
not possible.
I have a place that makes fresh bagels out of a fire oven 5 minutes from my house.
We have bagels in the fridge. Just
Yeah,
maybe we can put donkey cheese on it and get back to Miggy.
okay. Donkey cheese. Donkey cheese it is. So
I can
Okay.
only imagine that actually tastes well because either I eat very light, relatively cheap cheese, or like stupidly expensive cheese. And
Didn't Higgy like really expensive cheese?
yeah, the donkey cheese. That was my segue.
was it $600 a pound
Yeah,
or
something
some
like that.
crazy nonsense?
I mean, like, are we surprised though? Like, she seems like that. Like,
Yeah, on one hand, she seems like that. On the other hand, I feel like not I feel just like it. We know that she likes a shanty.
yeah. Yeah, well, she's mentioned that she grew up with both sides. She grew up, like, wealthy,
Half
but
posh,
also working class. Yeah.
Yeah, half posh, half blue collar. So,
Yeah.
but she's a major domo, and she was a former MI6. Now, I don't know, but $600 or whatever crazy nonsense amount it was seems a little outrageous. And
I mean, we
Let's
know Robin pays her a lot because at one point in the first season, she had like a ridiculously expensive sheets or something, and Magnum was like, "How much does Robin pay you?" And she's like, "Every penny that I'm worth." Like,
Can anyone else say that in this entire bloody world?
probably not.
I sure can't.
nope.
I'm not on the list. I'm not on that list.
So
Nope.
good on Robin.
Every penny that I'm worth. Yeah, that'd be nice to get paid what you're actually worth.
And how would you explain? Well, it wouldn't be a whole lot different though. I mean, you have all the people that are way up here, right? And then you have all the people that are way down here. And then you have everybody else like us that are just kind of in the middle. So, if you get paid everything you're worth, then I mean, where's it going to come from?
The question
Because the
is,
higher
does
people,
Magnum get paid? Does Magnum get paid well from Robin, or does he get paid way less?
Or any.
Magnum's always broke.
Yeah, that's why I was any.
But he does say that Robin hired him as the security consultant to supplement his PI income, so he is getting paid something. We just don't know how much.
And how fast he can blow through it.
Yeah, exactly. And even if he still is, because is he? Do we even know if he's technically still the security consultant?
Here's the thing. I don't think Robin is the type of guy to randomly fire his friends.
No, I don't think so either.
More the other way around. He'll hire his friends, forget about that expense, and just pay it for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, probably.
That's the guy that Robin is in my eyes.
So where is it actually stated in there that, like, how did he end up getting on Robin's list and not like Rick or TC?
Well,
and
didn't Robin give Rick? Didn't Robin give TC the money for Island Hoppers or something? Isn't it stated that he gave him the money for the chopper? He got Rick the job at King Kamehameha.
And money, Portia.
Right. And then he gave Magnum the place to stay on the estate.
Because Magnum didn't want the money, for whatever reason.
And also because he's the main guy, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's the White Knight, so I guess...
If you're being honest, technically, Magnum would have gotten the most money out of all of it.
Yeah.
Because he is the protagonist. And by the looks of it, the White Knight has also been his codename. So he should be fairly easy to track, and by putting his adventures out there, it should be fairly easy. It's fucking dangerous for him. So he should technically be the one that would have been paid the most.
Yeah.
He's just too proud. So he had Robin hire him.
And for as proud as he is, it was really kind of, snarky of him to get all over Higgins when she decided that when Robin signed this estate over to her so that she could keep her green card. He was against the way, her not taking any more money to actually, she didn't take the expenses to run the place. And he was offended by that. Why? Because, it put him out.
Have a green card. She didn't have a green card.
Yeah, she had a visa.
She didn't have a green card.
Yeah. Does she have a green card now, or was her visa just extended?
It was never said.
Yeah.
I do assume they have her on a green card now. She most definitely didn't have a green card back then, because that whole overstaying your visa thing is kind of hard with a green card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can literally stay however long you want. The rules for the green card are, like, I'm pretty sure you just have to live for 3 months in a year in the US, and it extends, and you have to do a little bit of paperwork, but it's far less weird than with the other type of visas.
So, but he was put out by her not taking the expenses, yet he's too proud to take
the money,
anything more. Right. He's too proud himself.
I think because maybe he thought it was like, even though it was like helping her keep her visa, he also maybe felt like it was putting her out by not taking the expenses, right? Like, it's like Robin didn't mean to like put a burden on Higgy by giving her the estate, but he did, right? Whether or not he knows or cares or whatever, he did. And that maybe is like the issue that Magnum has, right? About why she didn't take the expenses. Because he doesn't want her to suffer. Whereas Magnum not accepting the money, like, he's not directly suffering from it. Like, yes, he's not going to have as cushy of a life as he could have as if he took the money, but he's not actually suffering because of it. Whereas Higgy would actually be suffering with the expenses. That's my theory.
Well, I mean, it's logical. Since we don't know her background, we really need to find that out. But we don't know her background, so I mean, we know that she's half and half. But where did she get her stuff from? She was disavowed. So what happens when you're disavowed? I mean, there's no pension. Everything goes away, right? Anybody know?
I mean, not that there's much of a taking care of your veterans pension thing is happening in the US either.
Mm.
So, but yeah, as a disavowed person, you'd assume that you'd also not get many benefits aside from those that the law literally can't take from you. And keep in mind, the law in the UK works a little bit different than in the US.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But on the other hand, do you need pension when you're disavowed at like 30 something? It's
True.
not like you have no job opportunities. You have a degree. B, you've had a solid job. You were disavowed, but I'm gonna have to. I'm no, actually, I'm not only assuming that it's pretty clear that her entire file at MI6 is entirely sealed. So all people know is, oh, she worked for the government for X amount of years. Cool. We don't know why she was disavowed. Worst case scenario is one of her covers was blown and she can't be used anymore.
Yeah.
But I thought it was because of Richard.
No, it is.
Yeah,
but people don't know that if her file is sealed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wouldn't have hindered her getting a job much.
I want to know how
That's
much
true.
time passed between her being disavowed and coming to Hawaii.
Yeah, same.
Exactly.
Yeah. And also, this has been bugging me. I want to get your guys' take on this about her. Okay. Was she actually engaged to Richard, or was it only a plan? Because Ian says they had made plans to resign from MI6 and get married, right? But was she actually ever engaged? We actually don't know, right? Like, we can assume she was, but maybe she wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I never thought of it. I always just saw like.
Welcome to the part of the world where it's a little bit more fluid than you'd expect. You can be engaged by just saying, "Hey, let's get married, and we're planning a wedding." Boom, you're engaged.
Exactly.
They were definitely engaged in some form. If it was this, oh my god, we had an engagement party type of thing, and I'm wearing an engagement ring. But they were planning to get married, so they were definitely engaged.
What was it in the host spiel that she said in Day of the Viper when she was holding the gun on?
He was my future.
Ian. Yes.
He was my future. I loved Richard. You took him away from me. I have to live with that every single day. Oh my god, I literally just watched this.
She can also usually say every word by word, which drove me nuts on Oahu.
I think that's what she says.
No, it's fun stuff.
It's fun stuff, but I'm going to tell you one thing. If I want to listen to Jay and Perdita, I kind of want to listen to Jay and Perdita, and not necessarily Liz. Love you, Liz.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. I throw quotes out all the time. Yeah, no, I never even looked at it as an engagement, actually. I just, they were together, and he, Ian said what he said, and she said he was the future, too. But yeah, he might have been known for that a little bit.
He could have been lying.
Since he is the Viper and nobody knew it.
For X amount of years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. We digress a lot on here, don't we? I like it.
Welcome to the Magnum PI podcast, where tangents are our main button breader.
Yep.
Button breader?
How we do it?
Bread and butter. What the hell? And also, this type of stuff just doesn't get cut.
No. You got to keep the good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were on. So are we?
We were still in season 1 about Miggy. That's hard.
Yeah, we're still in season 1 with the whole Miggy and all them trying. I don't know. 119's a pretty big episode for everything. Mm-hmm. I think definitely 2-1 for sure. There is definite feelings coming out on both sides. especially on Magnum's side, because he's like, I mean, that's twice that she was in the danger, where we get to see his side of his perspective on his emotional side as opposed to hers. You know what I'm saying?
2-1 or
Am I
3-1?
not explaining it?
3-1.
3-1.
3-1. Yes,
Yeah.
3-1.
Yeah,
Sorry.
3-1 was definitely very much highlighting Magnum's denied feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Yep.
die on this
So what
hill, Liz.
happened?
What?
I will die on this hill, Liz.
What?
The Magnum didn't know he had feelings for her until Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liz disagrees. I agree with myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was huge, and then we were catapulted right into the first of the two relationships that finally brought us to Miggy, and they were both needed. Another hill I'll die on.
Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan was 100% needed, otherwise we wouldn't have gotten to Miggy.
He definitely helped Higgy realize that she could be in a relationship again.
Mm-hmm. That's number one. Also accelerated Magnum being slightly jealous.
A little bit.
Yeah,
A little bit jealous.
Tiny bit. And it highlighted the fact that they had the rapport that Higgy just couldn't reproduce with Ethan. No matter what she did. And the same applies to Leah and Magnum. They just had a rapport they couldn't reproduce. And then there was the episode that threw me off the other day when I rewatched it. And I mentioned it on Twitter the other day. 4 or 3. The episode where Magnum wakes up. Yeah, where Magnum wakes up next to Leah. And Leah finds the fridge stocked.
Mm-hmm.
And I never thought that far, but Magnum started stocking the fridge only after Higgy returned. But he had the candles much earlier. So, I'm sorry, but the fridge was because of Higgy, not of Leah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Since everybody comes over and uses it, everybody means Higgins. I mean, how often is everybody over there? Yeah.
Not as much as Higgy.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and as soon as Higgy returns, he actually went out of his way to make her more comfortable, even though he had no idea, because he was like, it was for Leah. Uh-huh. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It was not.
I'm just looking at the list here. So
Is it an episode list, or is it like...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What Miggy moments did season 2 have?
What?
Well, there was the whole visa issue where it was like all married.
Oh my god! The engagement! I'm sorry, yes!
Actually, you know what the funniest thing about this is? I brought up, one of my coworkers today was like, you have to watch this intro, and then he showed me something else, and I'm like, yeah, I'm more of like a person jumping out of space beginning to a show, referencing that, obviously. And then, I don't know how we got it, but I was like, yeah, like, Magnum PI. And he was like, yo, he's like, I watched that too! I was like, no way. He's like, but I stopped watching at the visa thing. And I was like, what?
Idiot!
And I was like,
Idiot!
I was like, okay, well, let me catch you up. And then I like just showed him a picture of them kissing, and I was like, he was like, hey!
They finally got their heads out of their asses. Woohoo!
Yeah. So yeah,
Why?
I was just talking about the engagement today at work, believe it or not.
Aw. That's sweet.
Yeah, there was the engagement. That him trying to keep her in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
That
was. Yeah, that
also
was
the engagement.
See, I don't know.
No. I'm talking about at the beginning when she was gonna go back to MI6, and he was like,
right.
Oahu, like trying to get her to stay.
There's no comparison. I would not go back to MI6 if Oahu and MI6 are the options.
Yeah, I agree.
Even though financially, MI6 compared to being a private detective might be the financially smarter decision.
Probably.
Especially if one of them is in the US and the other isn't.
But then, that kind of defeats the whole Miggy. So can't do that.
No.
Can't do that. Night lasts forever. What happened in that episode?
Oh, that's the one where the mercenaries come and attack Robin's nest, and Higgy and Kumu are in the wine cellar. And
with the wonderful callback that we got in 415.
It's the White Knight.
Under Siege.
What's he call it? Under Siege, yeah. White Knight Under Siege. That was a big one. That was
love that
emotional.
one.
Yeah.
It's one of my
That was a big emotional one for both of
Episode
them,
3 usually packs a punch about that, actually. 1-3, 2-3, 4-3.
Yeah, I was just saying, I didn't like 3-3.
Again, Midnight, I do not necessarily remember 3-3.
The No Way Out, the immigration one where they were trying.
I mean,
Luna, yeah, in the Luna Lilo Center, they were
packed a punch. It's just different kind of punch.
Mm.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, I think they've always been side by side, and it didn't take that many episodes to get how close they actually were, even though they're oil and water. But that's the great dynamic of it, because they just balance each other so well with the oil and the water.
I hope they talk about that. I hope they talk about in like the upcoming season how they balance each other out and stuff. That would be so awesome.
It would be. I don't see how they couldn't.
Like how they talk about being opposites and stuff would be so good.
Yeah, if they must be aware of it at one point.
Yeah.
Especially given she's sometimes very posh and he's very much not.
Yeah, he's just very much not. Which still, I guess it's just the high pride that he has or something. I mean, he's driving a, what is it, $350,000
car,
and yes, nothing. Like,
fun fact, there's
difference.
this urban myth, and I'm not entirely sure if it's true, but urban myth says that there are actual trees in the Ferrari factory.
Trees?
Mm-hmm. Specifically in the engine section of the Ferrari factory to keep the oxygen, the air that goes into the engine, as pure as possible. I don't know what
really.
Urban myth. I am not sure if it's the case. But
interesting.
Like, that's what you hear. And
do they offer any? I mean, if you go to Italy, do they offer any tours or anything of the factories where they're made?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, car factories are not interesting. Not in the slightest.
It's a Ferrari. It's not a car.
It's still a car factory. The same type
It's still a Ferrari.
Yeah, what comes out is a whole different thing. The factory itself is still a car factory.
But, if there's trees involved, it's nice and green, right? Hey, I got to tell you, I was so disappointed, not only on Oahu when we were there for 6 nights. Not only did we not see the Robin 2 Ferrari, I didn't see any. Not
what?
One.
How is that possible?
How did you not see any Ferraris?
One.
We saw like a red Ferrari every day, multiple times.
I don't know. The last day we were in the city, I mean, we stayed in Kapolei, so we were not in Honolulu and Waikiki all that much. But I was there. I was in all the traffic. I saw many cars.
That drives a red Ferrari. So
so
you see him every day.
Didn't see it. I did manage that last bit on our last route. Was it the last night? I think we were headed to the Aloha Tower. I think to snap a photo, but we passed the Ferrari dealership. That's all. That's it. That's all I saw.
Ooh.
I'm like,
Yeah,
are you kidding me?
Kakako.
I've been here. I have been here since Sunday, and not one Ferrari. Not one did I see.
It's like
I don't
one of
know.
the first cars that I saw. Oh no, wow. And it just never. The only day where we didn't see a red Ferrari in the wild was the one where we saw the actual red Ferrari.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Yeah, that was. Remember how we were like, why haven't we seen the Ferraris yet?
Because
Because like moments later we stumble upon it. That's
yeah, it was insane. It was really cool.
Yeah, don't think I wasn't looking eagle eye when I was on the helicopter. You know, I did do the
Nah.
helicopter tour, and it's still, you know, I mean, they're smaller, but a red Ferrari, a red anything is going to stand out.
they're actually the red Ferrari is very hard to spot from a helicopter. Trust us, we tried.
We did.
And we
Oh,
we
yeah.
also spotted it because we knew exactly where it was. So we had the helicopter tour directly after we stumbled upon the set, and our most amazing pilot just a little bit of a detour to fly over it.
Brandon did
After
that.
we mentioned it.
He did, yeah.
He's
That's awesome. Where do you fly over?
He circled Sherwood Forest a couple of times for us.
Okay.
Shum,
Okay.
shum,
Yeah.
shum, shum.
Yeah, we went because I had now my husband went. He had Brandon, and Brandon, you know,
Yes!
he was full of information. He did all that. He was on the 357. Reese and I went, and my bestie Deborah, she was with us, and we went on the 369. But we went with her on the outskirts, just over the old original Magnum PI, you know, where they filmed there, which is now the Obama estate. We went around Diamond Head up, you know, right along the shore over Chinaman's Hat, and then just around the North Shore over the agriculture and then back. And there was some talking, you know, and explanations in between, but not a lot. And the headset I had wasn't really clear. So definitely have
We
to
had
do that
Brandon.
again. But
Yeah.
Brandon's awesome.
mhm.
Brandon was totally
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, as my husband, he liked him too. So, but overall, I mean, it was fun.
A lot of
I
fun.
would do it again. Yes.
Yeah, I would totally do it again.
I would too. I'm not gonna, but I would.
Yeah.
You're not going to?
Not this time.
Okay. Well, next time.
Yeah,
I'll go with you.
I'm splurging on Kualoa tours.
Okay. Haven't looked into those yet. We saw a lot of beaches when we were there. A lot.
Wait, you haven't been to Kualoa?
I've only been once, and we spent like many hours in the car. We went through a lot of. We drove the Pali. We drove around. We did get the sunset once on the North Shore, and
That
the night
one's
before we
overrated
got it.
anyway.
Yeah, the one we got one coming back down. What's the main road that goes
Kamehameha.
where
H1.
yeah, but it wasn't the Kamehameha is the one that we went around like the North Shore, but the other one down it starts with a K. It's not the Kamehameha, but it goes right along the Cocoa Head crater, and then
Mhm.
you've got what's the other one on the side? Coming down that way at sunset was really, really cool. I've got it on a map here. Helena, maybe? Where's my map? Hold on, and I'll tell you. We saw a lot of.
I
No,
lost
it's
you
not
in terms
Montserrat.
of orientation. I don't know where we are.
Yeah. I got it on a map. I'm going to tell you here in just a minute. It starts with an H, the place that we went to, and it's right across from Cocoa Head Crater. But I cannot remember the name of the road, but it's not Kamehameha. It would be on the southeast side.
Wait, you mean like at around Hanelma Bay?
No, that's on the north side.
That Hanelma
It's
Bay
all the
is
way
not
down.
on the north side. It's like legitimately right across from Cocoa Head.
Sonoma? Well, maybe we did see that. No, it's not that one. It's From Here to Eternity Beach. Have you heard of that one?
From Here to Eternity Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Not by that name.
That is a Halewa is where we went to the sunset, and then so the night before.
You mean Haleiwa? But that's
Yes.
the North Shore.
Yeah, that one is. That was the second day. This is the first day. Did I delete my map? I have 8,000 pictures to go through here.
Oh yeah, I can relate.
Yeah, me too.
We kind of overloaded our clouds.
We did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have that problem.
So
Oh,
anyway,
Tenement's hat.
So yeah, Kelowna is the
Kelowna
place where you.
Okay. Kelowna.
The blowhole. That's where we are. Okay, yeah, that's
So that
just a
highway
little
there,
bit north
yeah.
of Hanoma.
Is it? Oh, okay. See, I was thinking Hanalma was up north. Okay,
No.
so anyway, great. You know, as you come down that main highway there, where it actually ends and goes into like, I think just a regular 4-lane. Awesome sunsets. Great view. You've got water, sunset, you know, water to your left, sunset to your right, palm trees everywhere, breeze blowing.
Just
Oh my
so
God.
gorgeous.
Wonderful.
I think
It is.
I think one of the best sunsets that I saw is on Ala Moana and Waikiki. Like that simple. It's that simple. Best sunrise, hands down, Waimanalo.
I was up early, but I was not up before sunrise. Except the day we did do Diamond Head, we were up at like 6:30.
I think Liz
So
can
it was coming up.
I think Liz can snitch on me hard about sunrise.
Yeah, you were always up.
4 a.m.
To go to the
something.
gym.
Yeah, I went to the gym at 5 a.m. I was up.
No, I don't have
Also,
that kind of early motivation.
There's this wonderful, wonderful thing where at 6 a.m. there's legitimately no line at Leonard's.
Yeah, we did that a couple times.
Early bird, no line at Leonard's.
Yeah, it was great.
Yes.
That was on the list. Never did a Leonard's. Never saw Leonard's. So yeah,
really,
needless to
really
say, I have many things on a list that I didn't see, so I've got to go back.
You got to put Quillo up on that list. There are so many sets that you're just getting slapped in the face with when you take a tour, and B, you don't necessarily identify as Quillo when you see it on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Kualo Ranch. We went by it. Yeah, I've got great scenery, but no, we didn't do it.
And then there's, of course, the J picture right in the entrance.
Yeah.
Which picture?
They have a
Did you get a
picture
picture?
of Jay Hernandez was here, kind of thing.
Yeah.
On a wall.
Oh,
Right, and when you come inside, like next to
fun.
Dwayne Johnson, whoever else shot in Quillo, it's like a lot of people were there already.
Yeah, a lot of people.
And shot movies, shows, Alex O'Loughlin, Scott Kahn.
Adam Sandler.
Right, yes, that's coming out this year.
Murder Mystery 2, yeah.
Yes.
March.
That's coming out soon.
Very, very soon.
First screening of Jay's new movie is March-ish too, so.
Yeah, I hadn't heard it or seen anything on it. I wondered when it was coming.
No, it's not fully announced when it's coming out. There's just like a film festival type of thing, movie showing, screening first. It's coming. It's coming. I just don't know. I just don't know if all of the international Hana will be able to get to it eventually.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. It is Friday. It's the end of the day for you. What time is it for you? Are you on her time?
No, God no. It's 10 to 7 in the evening.
It's also not Friday anymore.
For you, yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
right. Saturday. 10 to
It's
7.
really,
So, yeah.
really cold here, though. Like, I know it in Celsius.
Completely lost the plot on Miggy. The way.
Yeah, we did. But I just need to
Yeah, a little bit.
I just need
We'll
to tell
own it.
everybody, it's minus 26, feels like minus 36 right now. We are in
39! Read that thing correctly. 39!
39, and it's going
worse.
down. It's going down to feels like minus 42. So that's in Celsius.
Koa just stood in the doorway and was like, and left as if he understood.
He said, no. Yeah, it's
It
cold.
was
I'm in
probably
the South.
more of a judgment. I want to go back to sleep.
I feel him.
Maybe.
I need
yeah.
dinner.
Yeah, we've got some friends over for sleepover tonight, so we're debating on, are we making the lean little mini burgers or are we going to do pizza? I don't think they've decided. Oh, I've been informed we're getting pizza. So
I would have gone for
So,
mini
yeah.
burgers. Or there's I have a recipe that I love to death. Big Mac bowl. Like, so easy to make. Tastes essentially like a Big Mac with way less calories. And it's way more to eat. So, yeah, I'm in love with this.
Do you put like the secret sauce on there?
Ah.
A fake version of it with less calories. So I'm
Yeah. Got to do that.
yeah. There's this wonderful nutrition brand in Germany, in German-speaking countries called More Nutrition. They have light sauces. One of them is legitimately exactly a Big Mac sauce. So I mean, they're not calling it a Big Mac sauce, copyright infringement and all, but it tastes almost exactly like it. That thing is an entire game changer about fitness in so many ways. Like, this baby here
More clear.
changed everything about fitness. Yeah, pure apple juice. That is a protein shake. And
Not
it
milk
is
based.
technically milk based, yes.
Okay.
But it comes out clear. It's legitimately just like apple juice. No weird milkshake type of thing. And I hate those protein shakes with a passion. I can't take them. Tried them in vegan, tried them in normal, can't take them ever. That one, game changer. I love protein shakes now. Because it's technically a protein lemonade.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one thing is high lactose or dairy milk based things that I tend to, my system has an issue with on the inside. So
Same technically. Same technically, which is why I usually avoid them. Like I say, 80% plant-based. Definitely vegetarian. And Liz is having an issue.
Yeah,
I see.
I have a text alert on my computer, and it was my dad. Yeah.
Speaking of your dad, you're not in the basement. What?
No, I am home alone this weekend. Fun times.
Even
Yay!
Yeah, Ruru's in the country with everyone.
Oh my god.
And I am working tomorrow. So yeah.
Okay. So where are we on the Miggy?
Who knows?
Who knows?
At this point, who knows? We're probably
we didn't
with
talk
knowing
a whole lot
where
in 4.
I feel like with knowing where Miggy is, we're exactly where Miggy was between season 3 and definitely season 3, where they're like, I kind of want something. I don't know what I want. What the fuck am I doing here?
Well, the closet seems great.
Oh, yes!
I like the closet scene. I need your thumb. No, you don't. You don't need a thumb. You may need a thumb, but you want more than the thumb. Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Fantastic. Yeah. I like that one. There's always going to, you've always got the standout scenes.
My favorite is when he's teasing her about texting Ethan the the sexy text, and she's like, delete it. She goes, that's not for you.
Well, now they are.
He's like, I didn't need that image. And it's like, oh, really, Magnum? Okay, I think you're the image of Higgy, might change a little bit now.
Ethan in that whole interaction that he didn't need.
He's like, I really didn't between you and your boyfriend. It's like, I
think it was more hurt by that than anything.
Yeah.
I emotionally stunted.
I feel like he didn't even understand why he was hurt that much. That was the fun part for me. He didn't really get why.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Well, let's talk about. Wait a minute. Okay, season 2. Magnum what?
What'd you say?
That's the name of the podcast, technically. Let's talk about Magnum PI.
Magnum PI. Ah!
Sorry, sometimes when I see an opportunity, I have to take it.
That's okay. You're very clever like that.
I
like that cleverness.
There's a spider. There's a spider.
Uh-oh.
I don't want a spider. Keep it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go back up. Go back up. You don't have to come down, spider. But then again, I no longer have an animal that's scared of insects. So that's good.
Okay. So let's talk about, I believe, it's season 2, when she decided to take his offer.
Oh, episode 3, yeah. The Nights Lost Forever one. Are you saying you complete me? In a professional sense.
In a professional sense, yes.
They are so cute. Even
I love
then.
that.
Mm-hmm. Even then.
Even. Yeah. And the way that they look at each other in that scene, too. Like, there's something about the looks that melts me.
Their expressions are priceless. And then, you also have the big discussion on when she went to Ethan about his insomnia, and he had that discussion with her about the cone of silence. That was a big one. That was a big opener.
Yeah.
And of course, the discussion when she is about to leave, where he chooses her happiness over his.
Oh yeah, you should do what makes you happy.
So definitely very sweet and very Magnum. I'm looking forward to getting a call back to season 3 because I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. We all know that Rick and Juliet end up taken at one point. Call back to season 3 with a different context now that they're a couple, aka to season 3, episode 9.
Kidnappings.
Yeah. Maybe this time you won't descend into a rage.
Ugh! We're not going there.
You just have to mention a rage and it's back. And then we're obviously going to have them break up somewhere mid-season 5.
What? No.
Oh, no.
No.
Let's not. Let's
no.
not go there.
Not, I don't think that I just wanted to get a rise out of Liz again.
No, I already know that's not going to happen because Eric said it wasn't going to happen, so I trust him. He literally said it's not going to happen. So
I don't know what is going to happen. And all of us, everybody has
do.
All of these.
I know what's going to happen. We're all going to die from
fear. Okay, you're right there. Truth. Yeah, that will happen.
I'm pretty sure Twitter will explode in. Is it 2 weeks now?
Yeah, almost.
2 weeks.
2 weeks on Sunday. Yeah, 2 weeks.
This is coming out on Sunday.
Yeah.
From the
Which
time
is
that
technically
people listen to
Monday
it.
for you. Yeah.
No,
So
it's definitely also coming out on Sunday for me. That's when I upload it.
Okay. So
Editor.
you're gonna be live with us.
So we will be 2 weeks out. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the show? I might not be live with you guys because it airs later for me.
Yeah.
Like 8 or 9 p.m. I'm not sure.
Really?
Yeah,
On
I'm
a
not
Sunday or yeah?
on the
Yeah.
Sunday.
Okay.
On the Sunday, I'm not here in Germany. I'm not here in Germany for the premiere. No way.
Okay.
I'll be sitting on the beach with a Mai Tai in my hand, except not a Mai Tai. Probably Pog.
Now, do you do the real Mai Tais or the non-alcoholic drinks?
And Pog.
I did the real Mai Tai.
Me too.
And I had my ginger ale coming.
Yeah.
But
She
that's
had
good, too.
one Mai Tai and I think I had like 3 ginger ales.
Yeah, I don't really remember.
I did not stop.
Not because I was drunk or anything, but
It took
There's so
her a
much going
while
on.
to finish it.
yeah,
We were busy talking.
we were.
Mm-mm.
And I can talk and drink. Non-alcoholic stuff, of course.
Yeah.
I'm being judged.
He's like, it's bedtime, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, I mean, Miggy's Miggy. It's been there since episode
It's
1.
been,
I
especially what still stands out to me is what Peter said. It's been planned for that long too.
Yep.
And the fact that it's been set now, and I also felt that with what Peter said, it's been happening way faster than they originally planned because of the chemistry between Jay and Perdita, and thank goodness for that. Because that just makes Miggy all the better.
Yeah, they've got it. I mean,
Yeah.
Actors, actresses, they're all talented, but there are some that they
Have
just
that chemistry.
click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just click and they make it happen.
And it's especially interesting because if you put them and Betsy and Zach next to each other, they have way more chemistry than Betsy and Zach, which is completely logical.
I agree. I absolutely agree. But
It's logical, but it happens.
They're so cute. They're just all so cute.
They are.
I mean, they are.
They are.
Yeah.
They're adorable.
They definitely are. They are very cool people, very cute people. Miggy is one of the best ships on TV right now, I think. If not the best, but I'm biased, so don't take my word for it.
I don't even watch.
Maybe it's sharing the stage with Chenford. Because Chenford is pretty awesome.
That's the rookie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The dynamic is essentially reversed. She is kind of the happy-go-lucky person like Magnum, and he's kind of the more of a stickler to the rules like he is. So, yeah.
So
is that
funny.
the one that people were disappointed in, the whole conversation things that were happening? Is it Chenford?
No, that was New Amsterdam, probably.
Oh, yeah. That was New Amsterdam.
Okay. Yeah, it was
disappearing
they had two
ship.
contradicting scenes. Yeah.
I didn't even watch it, and what they did with the ship in New Amsterdam, weird. Like, I get where they had to go, why they had to go to certain lengths of it, but some of it is still kind of weird to me.
Yeah, I've never
I
seen
don't know anything about them, so.
So apparently what happened, the one half of the ship exited the show just before the final season. And they not only rode her out, apparently the other half of the ship has now gone into a relationship with someone else and said that the ship was essentially a mistake. It's like, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, that's
Like,
kind of uncalled for.
that kind of feels at the 100 level pissed about a ship. And the 100 is like way up in terms of how an executive producer's feelings can fuck up a show.
That's when you hit livid, which is 2 steps above pissed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the point where on the 100, the executive producer killed off a character just so you didn't have to have a ship sail. Like that was next level stupid.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We don't have writers and producers like that, though, so we're good.
Yeah, thank God.
They don't. They know what they have, and it's like this type of dumb decision that I don't know why he was bothered so much by that ship. He kept saying he didn't write it as romantic, except he did. Like it was literally in season 1 pretext. It's also in the fucking base material. So the ship that everybody wanted to see in the 100 was the ship that happens in the books. There's no other ship in the books.
That's crazy.
It's absolutely fucking bananas. So if you would have turned it around, they could have gone like, no, we never wrote Miggy as romantic. Except we all saw it. That's that level of stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, because they didn't see it as romantic, didn't write it as romantic, they now end up killing of Juliet. That is the 100 level stupid. Thank God we don't have it. Thank God we have. Thank God we're entering the Miggy era.
Yeah.
And it's going to be stupidly cute.
It's going to be so good.
Yes.
Miggy is canon. Didn't even know what that meant. Like, welcome
to the depths of the fandom.
It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. It is. But it's been there since day one, and I cannot wait for 2 weeks from now to see where it's going to go.
So good. I know we're all going to die.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
really
we are.
ready. I'm really ready.
Are you, though?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not.
I am. No. Yes. No. I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm
excited.
It's gonna be nuts.
Oh, yes, it is absolutely gonna be bananas.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a lot of noise on Twitter, Instagram, probably TikTok even. Wow.
We will see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
know Twitter will be out.
Yeah.
I'm still mourning the fact that for this entire endeavor going back to Oahu, I'm missing the Super Bowl and my team is in it.
Oh yeah, because it's the week before Magnum.
Mm-hmm. I'll literally be in the air during the Super Bowl. I am not amused by that. I did not plan that right.
Who's in the Super Bowl?
Eagles versus 49ers.
Kansas City Chiefs!
Oh yeah, Kansas City Chiefs.
And now you know who's my team.
Kansas City. Really?
Chiefs. Yep.
There was a Montrealer who used to play for Kansas City. Then he decided, like 2 years ago when they were in the 3 years ago when they were in the Super Bowl, he played in the Super Bowl, and then he was like, you know what? He's like, I don't want to play football right now. I'm gonna go back to use my medical degree and help on the COVID ward. So
that is fucking amazing of him, though.
Yeah. And so he's a Montrealer, played for Kansas City, and then was like, yep, gonna go back to being a doctor.
Gonna go back to being a hero.
Yeah. He was like, doctor, NFL, doctor. Pretty freaking sweet.
Yep.
That is one hell of a biography. Okay. We will probably come back to screaming about Miggy soon enough.
We will.
We still haven't figured out when the first episode is coming out after 501 and 2, but hey, it'll come at one point.
Yep, definitely.
I vote the week after. Why keep us in suspense? Let's just keep it rolling.
Yeah,
We've already had to wait.
The issue is, it's kind of hot when the editor isn't around to put out another episode. Editing in WoW is just kind of hard. So much harder to sit indoors and edit a podcast. I tried. It's not easy. Especially if like the ocean's calling.
No. I don't know. You're the water bug. I'm not. I had other things to see. I was in the water, knocked me down, got my clothes wet. I put the swimsuit on because my clothes were wet. Yeah.
Okay, I have to share this one instance though in the water. Liz, you already know that, I think. So I was out in Waikiki, taking my daily swim. And it started to rain, and there was this American lady coming up to the water, screaming at her children, "Get out of the water! You're gonna get wet!" And everyone else was like, "What the fuck did you say? What? Do you hear yourself? What the fuck are they in the water? Not wet? Ow!"
You can be in the rain.
Yeah, get out of the water! You're gonna get wet. That is like the worst argument I've ever heard. They're already wet.
It's like, Jesus.
I mean, technically, it is a valid thing to ask your children to get out of the water when it starts raining.
Mm-hmm.
But for a whole different reason. It's not because you're getting wet, they're already wet. It's because thunderstorms happen just like that. And yeah, thunder, lightning, and water don't necessarily mix.
No.
Especially
When
not.
thunder roars, go indoors.
Mm-hmm.
But you're already wet, so you can't get out of the water to avoid getting wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
Welcome to my life
sure made
every
for a
day.
funny situation.
And I am sure that you contained your laughter. Not.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like everybody else, we were very respectful. The entire beach did not just erupt into laughter. Of course, everybody laughed.
Oh my gosh.
And of course, the
How can you
Hawaiians.
not?
Of course,
pretty
the
funny.
Hawaiians had some choice words.
That'd be all right.
I cannot remember those words. I will always remember, "Get out of the water, you're gonna get wet."
It's pretty funny.
I never, ever thought I would hear these words. "Get out of the water, you're gonna get wet." Yeah, that's the point of being in the water.
Pretty much. Okay.
Alrighty.
So, are we good on Miggy? Do we have
I
any
think
other?
we're good on the
I think-
episode. We
yeah.
have to revisit Miggy when we're after episode 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, this is it for the episode then. See you next time.